Hello and welcome to Books of Blood. My name is John, and looking at myself right now, I am beginning to think that I seriously need to have my hair and my beard trimmed because I'm starting to look like Ted Kaczynski. Anyway, I've got a movie review for you guys. It is for the Shudder exclusive After Midnight. And this is one of those movies that when it first came out, it showed up on Shudder. I thought, do I want to watch this? I don't know. I watched the trailer. I'm like, I'm still not sold. Okay. Anyway, last night or early this morning or whatever, I'm trying to find something to watch. I go to HBO Max, flipping through the horror thing. I was like, I've seen that, don't want to see that, seen that, on and on. Did the same thing with Netflix. I'm not finding anything. I said, okay, I'll go to Shudder. Go through Shudder, click, finally came up on this movie once again. I said, okay, I will give it a shot. So all that being said, I was actually pleasantly surprised by it. Now, it's a very simple plot. Let's put it that way. The plot is you've got this guy named Hank. Hank is kind of he seems like a nice guy. He's a decent guy and everything. He's pretty much a country bumpkin. He's a country boy or whatever. And if there's any country bumpkins out there and I offended you, I apologize for that. It's just a term is all it is, okay? Anyway, and Hank meets this girl named Abby. Abby's a little more sophisticated than Hank. You know, she's kind of she's on the cusp between city girl and country girl, all right? And you can tell these are the flashback scenes, and you can tell they love each other. They got a good thing going and stuff, all right? And then all of a sudden, she leaves him. Doesn't really give any reason, just leaves a note on the cabinet, you know, and just leaves the guy. And all of a sudden, after she leaves him, every night after midnight, henceforth the title, that is genius. Every night after midnight, this thing, this creature, this beast, whatever you want to call it, keeps trying to break into Hank's house. And I mean, this sucker is you can tell just by hearing it because you don't see it for a long time, but this thing is a big, ugly son of a bitch, okay? That's just a fact about it, all right? And Hank's at his wit's end trying to catch this thing, this thing. I'm not going to say what it does. I'm not going to spoil nothing for you. But yeah, I mean, this thing leaves claw marks over Hank's door. Hank blows a hole through his door with a shotgun, and just can't seem. I mean, he even tries using a big bear trap. He puts a bear trap out on the porch, and takes the chain and leads it through the hole that he shot through into the house. This thing just. Yeah, the bear trap doesn't do nothing, all right? So, but throughout the entire movie, you're kind of sitting there going, is this just something he's imagining? You know? But there's all these, you know, or is this thing for real? You know? So there's that whole thing right there, and I don't want to give away the ending to it. But the one thing about this movie is that it started to remind me of this movie by these two directors, Justin Benson and Aaron Moorhead. It started reminding me of this movie called Spring. Spring, the best way to describe Spring is if you took a, let's say, I think somebody even said it one time, Spring is like Before Sunrise meets H.P. Lovecraft's cosmic horror, all right? It's about this guy, abroad, he's over in Europe or whatever. He meets this really beautiful young lady, but there's something just a little bit different about her. And I thought to myself, I said, this is really familiar. This is almost like a country bumpkin, version of Spring. And then I look and I see the credits rolling and it says produced by Justin Benson and Aaron Moorhead. In fact, Justin Benson has a role in the film as the local sheriff who keeps coming over to figure out why it is that Hank keeps firing his shotgun off for no reason, including at vehicles. Okay? Because you're beginning to wonder if Hank has not gone just a little bit nuts. In fact, there's some scenes. There's a scene where Frank is with a friend of his, Wade, And why is it whenever they do these country, we know with country folks, there's always at least one Hank and there's at least one Wade. I think it's a given. You have to name your characters Hank or Wade if you're going to do a movie about country folk. Anyway, they're going through the woods trying to track this thing down or whatever, trying to figure out what's going on. And there's times when Hank just keeps pushing, pointing. I keep thinking he's going to go nuts and shoot this poor guy or whatever. Doesn't happen. I'm not going to say, it doesn't happen anyway. But yeah, I was, like I said, I know some people didn't like this movie. In fact, one person said that Shudder is turning into the Lifetime channel. And I don't think that's a fair assessment of this movie. I actually thought I enjoyed it. I give it 3 stars. I mean, there were some parts of it that dragged a little bit to me, but overall, I give this a 3-star rating. The acting was good. The creature, once it does show, is pretty freaking weird looking. So I like that originality instead of it being some hulking Bigfoot or a werewolf or whatever. I don't know what this thing was, and but it was freaky looking. All right. So yeah, that is it. That is my review for After Midnight, and hopefully I got the thing, the poster or whatever popped up right there. Anyway, or at least a facsimile thereof. Yeah, this is gonna post. What is today? Wednesday. I'm gonna post this on Thursday. And until then, you guys enjoy your evening, and please be safe out there, okay? Bye-bye.